It's another beautiful Wednesday on Yourview. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. Always, I have my lovely co-host here. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mariah.
How you guys doing? YK in the building.
Yo.
I like your shoes.
YK, what's your better current? Hello, YK.
Yo.
How you doing?
Yo.
Any problems?
No.
Can you solve them?
Yay.
Whatever.
It's a long time. They are jealous. They are jealous in us. Don't mind.
YK, how are you doing? I interest you that jealousy. I went somewhere yesterday or 2 days ago. So they're talking about our show. Say, why can't I should my she started. I should my
YK is still in town.
So they were just young. Why can't
How old were those people?
Oh, of course, youngsters. You know, just YK, it's good to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you. I can dress the way I feel. If you don't like it, you lump it. If you like it, good.
Celebrate. We love your hair.
Thank you. Thank
Nice.
you.
Any updates for us? Anything?
Let me see. We still don't have lights.
Hey, whoa.
It's now going to 5 weeks or 6 weeks or something.
Jesus Christ.
No lights.
Where
not
do
one
you live
drop.
again?
Alagbole.
Proudly. Alagbole.
Proudly Alagbole, and it's in Ogun State.
You need to move to my area.
Do you people have lights?
But I think that
They tend
maybe
to,
We have about at
the
least-
Lagos State governor, because we pay tax to Lagos State, so maybe Lagos should help
To
us
help you.
move.
Like my husband has
to
asked me
that
to
side.
stop talking about our light because we have too much light that if we they'll tell people all the time, they just want to take our electricity. I mean, it's really ridiculous. We
Wait.
have too much
Please
electricity.
help them take their electricity.
She won't mention where she's
Let them be
staying,
like
I want
us.
to mention my
Magodo.
street.
Magodo
It's just-
there,
it's just
there.
Magodo is not the
My
same thing.
streets.
Magodo, there's no lights on our side. So not,
On this matter, please, I'm on YK's side.
You don't have
They
light.
have disappeared the lights in our area. Ikeja Disco, Kilashe. Lagos State Governor, we are feeling him. He's still patching all the road from Allen, Otiwo, Okpebi into Salvation. They patched all our roads.
How nice.
But there's still no power.
I think that's not within
You
Lagos
know,
State.
I don't like praising government people, but I have to say this. I went to Bariga yesterday, and they had tarred, that road was
Really?
terrible.
I know Bariga
And they
very
had
well.
tarred the road. I was shocked.
Are you serious? I need to go
One
there.
small road like this, they tarred. I say, I mean, I'm not into praising.
Yeah, we
I
know,
don't
we know, we know.
It's been
Interesting.
working.
But I
It's
was
been
quite impressed that road, they had turned them to
it's been
human
working,
beings
and we
there.
are celebrating the 50th in grand style. So I saw some ambassadors, success stories of celebrities, quote and unquote. And I think that we must celebrate beyond celebrities because we make people aspire to be in that quote. People are doing awesome stuff behind the scene.
Yeah.
Celebrate those that are the Dustbin Village lady that she just took her entire life and focused on raising people there. These are success stories within Lagos too, and we must celebrate not just the
big
people,
names.
the big names, not the Sonny Ade, and they have done well for themselves, but celebrate other people too.
Well,
Mario, any gist?
me midweek, I went to a speaking engagement yesterday.
Wow! And you
So
were,
Onyeka Wenu,
yes.
Joe Dumake, she said she would like to be on the show, so hopefully
Oh,
soon.
nice.
And who was the rest? I saw that Professor Shonaya.
Shonaya.
I reminded her of her meeting. I said, okay, was you know, I voted for you. You know, but she was really
My
pleased.
candidate.
She was
Nice,
pleased to see me
I
yesterday.
even met the health commission, the commissioner for health or something in Lagos
Yeah.
State, Mrs. Oguyemi. She said she'll come on the show after her son's wedding.
That's nice. Great,
Nice.
great stuff. All right,
And you're looking very good, Mariah.
Thank you.
Whatever it is you're doing,
keep doing.
You are losing weight, Abi.
yes.
Possibly.
So all of you are not seeing me here as I am trying to disappear. You did not compliment me on my weight loss journey. I've been working out. My entire body is shaking me. Okay,
You're looking
now
great.
continue waiting.
Topsy,
Exercise
you
is
are looking amazing.
She actually joined the gym,
That's
which
fantastic.
is commendable.
I can't join the gym. I have leg issues. In
But
fact,
you're doing good.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's take a
It's
break.
diet.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the newspapers. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with Punch. I have noisemakers here. Yes, Sage, others kick. As Senate puts off Rex confirmation over Mago. Lawmakers attack Buhari for not recovering EFCC boss. Drama as Melaye attends plenary in academic gown. Prison service suspends 2 over ex-Governor Galari's medical report. NHIS removes 23,000 ghost enrollees from health insurance. State's debt rises to 3.3 trillion, says Naiti. 6 killed as driver on the phone causes crash. Irish musician acquires Nigerian firm for $80 million. I have that story. $18 billion Paris club. EFCC to invite Saraki's aides and others. Afenifere raises panel to monitor herdsmen in Southwest. Tinubu at 65 prefers solution to economic crisis. Bribery. NJC prevented us from quizzing judges, says EFCC. And Fayoshe's ex-aide rep arraigned for Daramola Omojola's murder.
Okay.
Okay.
The picture.
Human angle quickly because it's public enlightenment.
Yeah.
11 people were victims of an accident in Zamfara. There was a Honda car driver who was engrossed in his phone call while driving and ran head-on into a gulf. 6 people died instantly. 5 people sustained injuries, including children. I'm picking that story just to say that a lot of us, myself included, you are in a hurry, you think that you can quickly receive this phone call without using your headphones and things like that. Just taking your eyes off the road for a second, anything can happen. We need to be more careful, not just about us, but about other people on the road.
Exactly. If you want to kill yourself, kill yourself. No, in fact, just drive off Third Mainland, no problem. But when you want to collect other people and take them with you, that's where I have a problem.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
There was another story in Glary.
Okay, we'll talk it in another because it's the only other story in most of the papers. But an Irish musician bought a stake in Biloxi. You know Biloxi, the crackers? Yeah, they bought a stake in, and I was really shocked. I didn't really read the full story, but this is an Irish musician, $80 million stake in Biloxi. I'm happy, but at the same time, it was a proudly Nigerian company, so I'm surprised.
I remember that you mentioned this story last year when I think maybe when they wanted to sell, and you were like, what's happening to our crackers, you know? But it's a good thing. It's foreign investment.
Foreign investment, and also every business needs capital injection to expand. Most of the entrepreneurs I've spoken with always say, we're maxed out, Lasena, maxed out, Dudoso, maxed out. That the capacity they have, they're selling out. So they need, and for you to expand, you need that money to come in. So it's still proudly,
bank because it's 20%.
Yes, it's still proudly Nigerian.
All right, moving on to The Nation.
Nice one,
which is unavoidable thick because he's former governor of Lagos State's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There are 80 pages
of
adverts for him. So they're cool,
celebrating him.
I mean, celebrating him, and that shows to tell that he's somebody worth celebrating. Yeah. Nation, Buhari hails outstanding politician Tinubu at 65. Senate flexes muscle with presidency over SGF Magu. Afenifere to police. Hold Hausa suspects to, and Dangote 62,000 jobs on the way. So let's talk about Tinubu for a second. It was his birthday. It's his birthday today, actually.
Yes.
And yesterday was a colloquium. Yes.
Happy birthday, former governor of Lagos State, former senator representing Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And it seems everyone who is somebody was at that colloquium yesterday, because all the articles in all the newspapers are based on people being interviewed during the colloquium. So President Buhari sent out his well wishes. There were 12 governors at the colloquium yesterday, including his wife. We wish him the very best.
Yes.
In
Long life.
You know, I keep on saying that we need to study him. He seems like someone who knows what he's doing and is calm, even in the face of adversity or controversy or people backbiting. He just seems like he composes himself.
Let me read the quote, a quick one. Asiwaju's political dynasty is a made-in-Nigeria product. The foundation laid the blueprints developed during his tenure as governor of Lagos State have actually simplified the process of governance to date. We've seen that, you know, he laid the foundation, which Fashola and then Ambode has taken on.
Still in line with what you said about studying him, so having a good succession plan. Taking ownership of your environment to the point where a governor, just like every other governor in the 6 southwestern states, took ownership of the entire 6 southwestern states. I think that political science, we study whatever is going on in other countries, but we need to localize to what is going on here.
Oh, he's worth studying, all right.
I have a grouse with him. please, next election, sir, look for a young person that you will support. We know what you were doing when you went to go and call President Buhari.
Somebody is young.
For
actually.
presidency, you should look for a young person. You know, we know what he was doing when he went to bring President Buhari, that they needed the North to win general elections. But now that they've done it and they know they can do it, please look for young people.
Okay, so
succession plan.
So we're telling him that if he looks for a young person, we're likely to vote for him.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Moving on to Vanguard. Senate takes anti-Magu war to presidency. Ngalari, come to YK. Prisons remove 2 officers. Suspects to be grilled in Abuja. Those are the two major stories. So we'll talk about Senate in Daily Sun. Yes, YK Ngalari.
The nurse and one of the prison officials had arranged for bail for the imprisoned 5 years imprisonment to Ngalari. For him to go to Dubai for hypertension, what was it? Hypertension, insomnia, and what was the last one? Diabetes. Diabetes.
He doesn't have high blood pressure.
It doesn't. They didn't put high blood pressure there. Diabetes.
So he's going for treatment in Dubai.
So the prison officials
by themselves, they just approved for him.
They approved for him to
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
So while Nigerians are suffering based on corruption by leaders, a leader would use the part of the corruption-based money because he's been convicted of corruption. So this is not allegedly; he's convicted. He's 7 term. Would have opportunity to travel out.
And because he has appealed the conviction. It's why they felt
that he had the right to bail. But please, where do you give somebody who has been convicted bail? Where?
Unbelievable.
Wait, convicted, as in he's already in prison.
Yes.
Nigeria will healthy. Let's move on.
5 years.
Daily Sun. Really? So it's like maybe for example, if O.J. Simpson was in prison,
you now grant him bail
to quickly go to Dubai.
We need Nima here. We need Nima here. Nima, tell us what.
In fact, lawyers have been confused over the matter.
Daily Sun. Tinubu, how to fight corruption monster. Osinbajo governor's dignitary honored APC chieftain on his 65th birthday. Tax evasion, federal government to go after billionaires and millionaires. That was Adeosun speaking at the colloquium. State's debt hit 3.3 trillion, says federal government. Ile-Ife crisis, Afenifere holds emergency meeting. EFCC, Magu must go, Senate insists. Very quickly, I want to say what Tinubu had said at the colloquium yesterday. He was saying that we need a credit system. That this cash and carry that we have right now is not going to work for us as we're moving forward for a progressive Nigeria. What we need is credit system where you don't always need cash to buy property. People, you can get what you want based on how much credit you have with the bank, or it doesn't have to always be you putting down cash, which is interesting. And also, our Adeosun was also saying that billionaires and millionaires, you hear from her, according to her, that she's coming after you.
She's saying tax evasion.
She says the billionaires and millionaires don't pay tax.
Yes, and it's true.
The tax officials don't even have
the liver to go and knock on
them.
To go to Banana Island.
These people like me that they will be knocking, madam.
She said they're working on what to do to ensure that the billionaires and millionaires pay taxes.
If they actually do pay taxes, there'll be major difference economically.
Who is she again? Who is her father?
She's the Minister of Finance.
That she wants to go to some big men's houses.
No,
you remember
when
we
get there, they will call.
You will see who her father is.
When Governor Fashola was governor of Lagos State, somebody told him, "You cannot break down my fence. Who are you?" And Fashola said to him, "Sir, I'm ready to die. We want to expand the road. Your fence is on this road. We break it." So I hope she has guts.
Yeah, she better have guts. Okay, we've not talked about this our Magu matter. Please, final paper this day. Attempts to cause rifts between Buhari and Osinbajo have failed, says Tinubu. Indian police arrest 5 other attacks on Nigerians. Buhari sends names of ministerial nominees to replace Ocholi Mohammed. And Senate defers inaction on Magu. Let's talk about that.
After 1 year, Ocholi's, you're now replacing him. Better late than never.
But you're not talking about the pettiness of our Senate, saying that they're not going to confirm the 27 recs, send the names sent by INEC until our president totally fires Magu.
I think that
and Sagi was saying
you use the right word. It is extremely petty, and we've been saying it here. People seem not to be listening, or they just don't want to act on it because they don't realize how important the Senate are to us as a people. You need to call them. You need to make the noise. They are representing us.
Once again,
they are representing us, Murayo, even while they are there.
Listen, they are saying that it is because they are representing us that people cannot keep on ignoring what they say. That they have said they're not confirming this guy.
On what basis?
So they should be
on an allegation by DSS. By DSS.
Listen, I'm telling you what they said. I'm not saying
yeah.
It is right.
It's whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying.
Okay, we need to move on. Unfortunately, well, anyway, we have
just by looking at the picture on the front page of this day, that's a senator representing Kogi.
Yes, just tells you how important our reps are. We must open our eyes
before you vote for
them.
The same way.
We must open our eyes before we take those reps in. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, it's Wednesday. Man backs 9 years in jail for comments on governor. And later, we talk to MIPAD. We'll tell you what that is when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. A Katsina Chief Magistrate Court has sentenced one Gambo Said to 9 months imprisonment for insulting and defaming the character of the governor, Aminu Masari of Katsina State, on social media. According to reports, the senior special assistant to the governor on radio monitoring, Mansour Ali Mashi, said the accused person abused Masari and called him names on social media. Also, the accused person posted on the media that it was Governor Masari who influenced the impeachment of Speaker of Katsina State House of Assembly, Aliyu Muduru. Now, what are your thoughts on this? It's your view. Call us on 070-80668014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag Yourview TVC so we can read your tweets. When I read this story, I'm like, hey, thank God we're not in Katsina. Because
I Googled it. Jumoke would be languishing permanently
in jail. if you're in Katsina State right now.
Because I Googled why he was jailed and they said insults.
Okay.
I was going to mention the 3 charges: intentional insults, defamation of the governor's character, and inciting disturbance.
How is it inciting disturbance?
Because when I looked for the insults, I couldn't find any insults.
You're based on your own definition.
No, the only report, all the online and newspapers, all they said was that he had
accused him
of influencing
the impeachment of the Speaker of the State's House of Assembly.
Yeah.
So that's what they can say, maybe inciting.
But that's not an insult.
That can be seen as inciting.
How?
Because if you say that maybe the speaker had a lot of followers, and you're saying that you're wrongly accusing the governor of influencing his removal, people can now say they are taking up arms or whatever against the governor. I'm just trying to find a way to quote it. I don't support this.
It depends on how the court interprets that. They can also call it defamation. That you lied against him. It's not the governor who influenced the impeachment of the speaker, and you are saying that he's the one who did, then you may have defamed him.
It did not say the governor. I think influence can be in any way. If you don't have, if I can say influencing, I don't think there's anything wrong in this. And I think that we tend to show power and oppress the underdogs, because this guy proved
he
accepted guilt to it. I'm sure if he had good lawyers, they would explain to him his way out of it. Could he afford a good lawyer? There is a room for
freedom of speech come in here?
This is a very thin line between where freedom of speech and your ability, because you can say this is what I think. I have an opinion. I am meant to have an opinion concerning my governor, and I shouldn't be sent to jail for having an opinion.
I Googled, sorry Jumoke, I now Googled the countries that you cannot criticize the government. Nigeria was not among. So I think they should now include Nigeria. Because Lebanon is there, Turkey is there.
But you see, they are Muslim states. So it's possible because it's Katsina. Maybe they're
Venezuela is there. Venezuela is not
for proper development.
Netherlands is there. You can't criticize the government.
Okay.
For development
Poland.
in a society,
Okay. So
we
I guess
need,
it's not an Islamic
for
thing.
development in a society, there needs to be proper check and balance. The people that voted you into power, and that's the idea of democracy. It is a government by the people for the people.
You're right.
We can speak up.
But there's always that thin line because people do say things
that are wrong.
Society, because that's what happened. Remember Audu?
So when your freedom of speech and freedom of expression ends is where it crosses the line of facts. Whatever you're saying, as far as it is true
to you.
No. If it is true to you
may not be factual.
and it is not factual, I can accuse you of defamation if you have lied against me.
Even libel, yeah.
Do you understand? So they've cited these 3 charges were in accordance with sections 399, 392, and 114 of the Penal Code. But what I see here, because the guy admitted to guilt, is that he did not have legal representation. So they took you to court and then you just said, I did it, because you truly did put it on social media. But I'm sure that if he had legal representation, there would have been defense, for him. Because there must be a way for us to be able to put out our thoughts. The things that I say, I don't say, I say it without fear, because I say as much as I think is true. And I research most times before I say the things that I say. So if he has lied, in this matter, they are not even giving him the option of fine at all. They've sentenced him, each charge carries maximum penalty of 3 years. They've now awarded him 9 months.
That's a potential 9 years.
Yes.
If found
but they've given him 9 months.
Concurrently.
They've given him 9 months without fine.
But see, my problem with this is that even if he's wrong or he's right, how does this affect other young people on social media being able to express their thoughts on the government? Because
caution.
Even if, caution is key, but at the same time, we don't want to impede democracy. If we don't allow young people to express their thoughts and even speak back to the government.
Expressing ourselves, I see some insulting comments. When you say somebody is clueless, you use foul. This was insult. You can't. There are words.
Anybody can call you clueless.
There are words you don't use.
If I think you are clueless, can't I say it?
I beg. During Jonathan's regime, everybody abused him and said he was
clueless. I was number
one.
In
fact, if Jonathan was like this Katina, everybody would be in jail by now.
The jail will be full.
The jail will be full.
Let me take Korede's
that call. I need to say something.
Korede, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Hello, good morning, Murayo.
Morning, go ahead, please.
Murayo, you see, to me, I feel that in this country, we now have government officials that feel that they are above the law, they are above anybody. I can mention some politicians that make inciting statements and nobody said about it. Even the current president we have, I respect him a lot, but there was a time he went on an interview and said if he doesn't win 2015 election, blood of dog and baboon will flow, I will make the government ungovernable. Nobody was complaining because we believed in freedom of speech. El-Rufai said that the fight against Boko Haram is the fight against us. Nobody complained. I feel to me now, the government officials need to know that as Nigerians, they are public servants. We have the right to tell them. If we feel that something is wrong, we have the right to say it without not the fear of being accused.
Thank you, Korede.
Thank you, Korede.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Most of it are leaders.
That is what I am saying. That during Jonathan's regime, everybody, and the people that who are in government now and people who are not in government were abusing everybody and everything. And
true.
Listen,
That's
nobody.
True.
So what is different about this government that we cannot criticize? And I was going to say defamation. I didn't know that defamation carried a prison sentence. Nima, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought defamation is a civil
you pay
case.
Compensation.
Yes, they will fine you. They will sue you for defamation,
and then
not jail me.
They fine you.
So I don't see why they should jail him.
So they have jailed him for public disturbance. As in, they just roped him in.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Morayo, we've seen a case, one in Kano, where Audu is still facing legal issues. River State, where, what's this woman's name? The lady, the blogger, the female blogger that was arrested.
Let me take this call from Kaduna State. Kaduna, Dangote Abi. Danjuma from Kaduna State. Morning, thanks for calling.
Good morning.
Morning, go ahead, please.
How is work?
Fine.
Great, go ahead.
We are tired.
I'm a first-time caller.
Yay.
I've been looking for opportunity to say hello to Jumoke. I like her because she's always on her word. When she says a word, she believes in herself and she keeps it.
Thank you, Danjuma.
I want to comment on this mastery of a man. The problem you have in Nigeria is that an ordinary man on the street doesn't have a voice. If truly we are practicing democracy, we should not be saying this kind of things. In a setting where things is done correctly, nobody will behave like this. Nigerians are educated, but they don't practice it. Education is not all about reading and writing. It's all about attitude, how you treat people.
Thank you very much, Danjuma. Let's take some tweets, Sorry. Thank you very much, Danjuma.
I'm wondering where our human rights activists...
Well, I was trying to remember
Keyamo is very busy with what's Apostle Sulaiman?
Apostle Sulaiman. Falana is also busy.
With
it is well. It is well, Sha. Omolaja says, now, wow, special assistance on radio monitoring. All these retroactive laws in a democracy, same law in Kogi. Tariq's rule says Nigeria is... I wasn't going to take that because it's a little insulting. Nasan says, I expect Governor Masari to endure all forms of critics because he's a leader. Political is always political. Free him, please. Sheikh Thomas says, Masari, I wonder what kind of democracy we have where leaders are arrogant and intolerant of their subjects. Amosu El Rufai did the same. Mary Peter says, I don't remember when free speech has become a crime anywhere in the world. Who is this judge, prosecutor?
Because I remember when even our governor Ambode recently came, when he just started his administration, there was serious criticism. Everyone was like, what's wrong with this man? What does he know what he's doing? But eventually we've seen, and he took it like a man, More
tweets. Sheikh Thomas says, Masari, I wonder what kind of democracy we have where leaders are arrogant and intolerant of their subjects. Amosu El Rufai did the same. Mary Peter says, I don't remember when free speech has become a crime anywhere in the world. Who is this judge, prosecutor?
Because I remember when even our governor Ambode recently came, when he just started his administration, there was serious criticism. Everyone was like, what's wrong with this man? What does he know what he's doing? But eventually we've seen, and he took it like a man,
More tweets. Jude Ezewa says, in a democratic dispensation, it is unheard of that one can be jailed for saying his views. God help Nigeria.
Okay, let's move on from here.
Ugochi Nsufor says, respect should be accrued to our government, and so our comments, opinions should be voiced with restrictions. That's another...
Yes, we agree.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, I think most of our leaders need to take anger management, people management. There's a way you manage these issues. And we need real PR professionals. There's a way, when people say things, there's a way you handle it such that you don't come across as defensive to your people. You come across as somebody who's in control. That's what Obama will do. Obama will just say, people will criticize Obama, but there's a way he handles it such that... Yes, allow him. Let him speak. Well, let's take a break.
Those are leaders.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. We have MIPAD. We're going to discuss how young Nigerians can make impact globally. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa, and the youth constitute about 65% of the Nigerian population. It's believed that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and yet they are being relegated to the back seat of the Nigerian politics. So we ask, will tomorrow ever come for the Nigerian youth, and how do we get these ambitious, enthusiastic, energetic Nigerians to come out and make impact globally? Joining us on the show is a civil society leader for most influential people of African descent, Camille Olufowobi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag Yourview TVC so we can read your tweets. Camille.
You're looking very dapper. Please, let me just...
Oh, thank you, thank you.
All the way to the surface.
Let me return the compliment. You look fabulous yourself.
Thank you very much. So, Camille, Nigerian youth have capacity.
Yes.
They're there. There's so much stuff we can do. but how do we enhance or even enhance that capacity we have globally to be globally impactful?
Let me first start by saying thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm a big fan of you ladies. I think you're representing us, talking about youth. Look at what you're doing. This is a show for people to watch and to see you as role models. And Nigeria is predominantly 65% youth. And what we have done at MIPAD, which stands for the most influential people of African descent, is a global list that looks at what black people that look like you and I are doing worldwide. And out of the 200 people we identified globally, from Argentina to Venezuela to Australia, China, I mean Nigerians who are doing amazing things. 21 Nigerians actually made that global list. And I think that's very impressive. It was the largest number from any African country on a global list. So again, Nigeria, we do extremely well when we are outside of the country or when we're in organized societies. Now the question is, how do we get the home country to actually,
benefit
exactly from that?
Right, yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Some of the names on that list.
Chimamanda.
Adebola Williams.
Adebola Williams, Inside Africa, that's right.
Toyosi Akeredolu.
Inside Africa, yes.
Tara Faladuro
Tara, yes, on the business side.
Linda Ikeji.
Yeah. Right, Linda, yes.
Some of those names do stay in Nigeria, and a lot of youth are saying there are no opportunities. How do we encourage youth in Nigeria to, within the constraints, no educational opportunities, employment opportunities, no lights, come out of all of this and make impacts globally?
First, let me say thank you. You did a fabulous job on Saturday for hosting the MIPAD launch here in Lagos.
Thank you.
And I mean, to your point, you're right. There's a lot of adversity in the country. There's no light, no connectivity, but you still find that we still thrive. I mean, look at Linda. She's a self-made millionaire who actually made the list, who, based on this list now, would meet her counterparts around the world. We are taking what she has done globally. And again, what you find is when we celebrate good, you find that bad lessons. When I look at the role models we have in the country today, it's the negative, right? It's the people that you shouldn't be looking up to, that we are looking up as celebrated. So what we're trying to do is to move and control the narrative. I think that's the word. We need to control the narrative to ensure that the people we're looking up to become when we grow up is Mariah. It's you, right? It's what you represent that we need to celebrate more.
Let me bring up an issue that we all understand, that one of the factors that helped India get to where they are is taking advantage of the India in the diaspora, bringing them home to help to merge their intellectual capacity with the resources they have in India. Indians abroad knew they had to go back home.
That's right.
Now we have a lot of Nigerians doing great things abroad, in the UK, Australia, and America, all over the place. And you're amongst them. How do we Nigerians, first of all, accept that, listen, we need our counterparts abroad to first of all come home. We need their intellectual exposures, number one. We must accept that first, because there's a lot of arrogance. Now, the moment we accept it, how prepared are those Nigerians outside to accept that, listen, you need to come to our where we are and participate in developing this country?
So the first way I'm going to answer to that question is this. If Obama, after law school at Harvard, had moved back to Kenya, we might have never had a first black president. The point is, you can make impact from wherever you are. You don't necessarily have to move back to Nigeria. You can contribute to Nigeria from wherever you are, right? But let's take that a little further. Nigeria has the largest black population in the world. So when you look at the numbers, yes, we're out there. And in coming back home, home is not ready for us. For them to say they want to come back. We need to get our act together. It's a typical way when someone's coming to visit you. What you do is you clean up. You make the home look presentable. You make it hospitable for whoever's coming to visit you. what we have not done yet is to get home where it should be.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me.
Many people have come home.
Okay.
Many people have come home and the home was not prepared. Trust me.
True.
Some of us went into depression.
When we first came back,
yes.
absolutely.
Thank God you didn't jump into the lagoon.
we mustered the strength and we worked against the waves and we made it happen.
No, so Mora, you can't even compare yourself because you actually left here to go to school.
Yes.
And then to come back.
Yes.
You didn't leave here to
Search for greener
to go and
pastures.
set up.
Right.
A lot of Nigerians, when they leave here, they have been in the system, they have been disillusioned with the system, and they go.
Yeah.
And then when they get there, they excel.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this is what I was going to say. A lot of times, how do we, because when we come here, when the Nigerians come here, from outside come here, and then they start saying things, because there's this YouTube video that the guy that composed the national anthem.
Okay.
He was saying he left 30 years ago and he came and did. So someone like me that I've been here, that 30 years that he was in America, excelling, me, I was here suffering. I say, why is he telling us where
What
we
to do, yeah.
Why didn't he come back and help us?
That's right.
So you have that reaction from people like me who have been here, and when you come and criticize me, come. Go back to where you're coming from.
That's right.
So
That's
we
the
don't
arrogance I
accept
talked about
Yes,
earlier, though.
yeah, you did.
Yes, I agree.
So it's a balance. Look, so let's look at it this way. I think when we all unite under one singular purpose, which is the development and the prosperity of our nation, what does it mean to be Nigerian, right? The benefits I get from being Nigerian. I want to contribute for the greater good of Nigeria. Once we unite under that common purpose, regardless of where I'm coming from, if I'm outside, if I'm inside, the idea is we want to uplift
Period.
this country. That is what the unifying factor should be.
Yes, I
Okay.
totally agree.
And I had a different question, but then
Okay.
in line with what you're saying, I understand that we want to bring people from the diaspora to come and develop. We have the best doctors, we have the best engineers.
Exactly.
We have the best of them developing other
people's
society.
countries, right.
But the arrogance is, I am a Nigerian, I've been here all my life.
That's
I have
right.
contributed and given my best. The fact that I am not doing as fantastic as my contemporaries in the diaspora is not because I am lazy. It is about the failure of leadership.
There's no power.
When somebody now comes back and now makes it look like I have all the ideas, I want to change your country for you. Duh, I've been working to change my country from within.
And where are your results? Tell me.
So I feel that, like
Show
you
me
said,
the results.
I like that. Yeah.
so you don't come and impose on me like, oh, you have better ideas.
That's the
We
arrogance.
Yes.
Yes.
Murayo, there will
So,
be arrogance.
It's not arrogance.
It's arrogance, right?
It's not arrogance.
It's arrogance.
You have missed the word.
No.
The right word you should speak is resentment.
From the locals,
resentment.
right?
Yes.
And then the arrogance
It's
I think you're
arrogance.
talking about is the locals who think, where are you coming from?
Yes.
What are you
See,
feeling like?
Let me go
Exactly.
back to the information we got from MIPAD event that we went to on Saturday.
Yes.
You have your Mac phone,
Okay.
right? The resources is from the Gambia or Congo?
no,
Congo.
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 From the Congo.
Yeah.
So Mac or Apple goes, takes the resources from your country, goes back, does their phones,
Puts the
and send it
intellectual
back
property
to you.
to-
Now, what we're saying is that we have the we have the resources,
Right
the
here.
natural, the materials, your code that Tinubu talked about, the power. We have everything here.
Here,
But
yeah.
unfortunately, we don't have the intellectual capacity at some point, or even exposure to utilize it. So we don't, because we've never used it. So let's just bring our Nigerians who are engineers abroad, who have the intellectual capacity and exposure, bring them to the code and let them help
Let's
us.
not
But you
argue,
see,
though.
if you keep saying that me, I have been
Let's
living in
find a
Nigeria.
balance.
Please don't go there.
Let's find
Okay.
a balance. I think that the balance is where we need to find that it is a collective vision that we have to come together to work on. So yes, you have exposure. Yes, you have local content. Remember that you could have global exposure, but local understanding. With all of that global experience, Niger, it will turn you upside down. With all of those global theories, when you bring it here, we have to learn how to appreciate the local understanding that Tokwe has, and her counterpart who's coming back, who has been in broadcast and television, will have some exposures and new ideas and innovation that they have. But we have to bring it into the context.
Somebody should be
of
above
Nigeria.
the other.
That's right. So it is a collective vision
Yeah.
that we have to play on.
And don't go to that, the Gambia, don't go there, because Africans, whether you like it or not, are being oppressed and suppressed.
Yes.
Let me tell you. No.
That's a
It is an issue. This is where I have
So
a problem
saying-
with you.
Let me tell you what the
It
issue
is an
is.
issue. It
So
don't
let's
say it's
talk
not an
about it.
issue.
Oh, goodness.
They take
is.
our resources
Right,
every
it is.
day.
Right,
That's right.
Every day they're taking our resources. It's an issue.
Is the
Look,
reason
you
why?
have to go. You have to go. Go and come back.
Is the
We'll finish
reason
the
why
argument.
we have
We'll go
a
during the break. I will argue
DSTV.
this argument with you.
That is the reason why we have a DS and we lost the high TV. We came into the industry of TV. We had no experience on cable TV. A South African comes in, does it and does
And
it well.
dominates, yeah.
High TV, for whatever reason, we brought in Nigerians. We had that same arrogance. We're not interested in the foreigners. We can do it ourselves. It is we. We did this we. And somehow things happen. The point I'm trying to make is that we must understand the point where we need expose
Yeah.
our Nigerians and let them show us the way and then move on.
Go on
Let's
your
take
break
a break.
first.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. Yes, so Camille, how do we use what we have to move Africa forward?
That's right. So it is the uplifting of Africa that should be our unifying goal as a people. Like you rightfully said, God has given us this continent. All that we need is right here underneath our feet. And it is the uplifting of Africa that will give us that dignity that we've all seeked for. So you use the right example of our natural resource. They take it, they export it, and re-import it and sell it to us at a markup.
Oil.
From petroleum to cocoa for chocolate,
Yeah.
to Colbert for our iPhones. And when you look at the numbers, Apple is a $300 billion valuation company, while the GDP of a place like Congo is 30 billion.
Should I tell you about cocoa?
Yeah, of course.
I will come from South Africa.
You
I
know,
get it.
so
Long distance
the
call.
point is very simple. That as a people, we need to know what the responsibility is on us. I'll say this to say that there was a generation that history will forever remember them for giving us our independence. History will always remember them.
Let me take
The
this
question
call
is,
from-
what is our generation? What are we going to do?
What impact?
Exactly. So
Let me take this call from South Africa. Morning, are you there? All the way from
Good
South
morning,
Africa.
ladies. How are you guys
Good.
doing?
Go ahead, please. Thanks for calling.
Yes. Please, I would like to contribute to what you guys are discussing over the phone. I think the problem we have by diaspora coming back home to invest or to do business is that the kind of system, I think the kind of system, Nigeria should be open. Not open. An ordinary person cannot walk into any administration in Nigeria or to any office in Nigeria and get whatever that he wants so easy. For example, I have a problem with that was something I was building in Surulere. Then I went to Alausa to get something. Then they said I had to know one or two persons before I would get this and get that done. Then how do you want diaspora to come invest?
All right. Thank you very much.
Please, I want to
If I
chip
have
in
any-
something.
okay.
The same problem Babasade just mentioned is the same problem that is holding us back as a country. The diaspora people you're asking to come in need the government to be open.
That's right.
The same way
Enabling
Africans
environment.
within Africa need the government to be open to allow us flourish.
Right.
Yes.
People have ideas in Nigeria that can transform our country and within our shores.
Correct.
They cannot work. Maybe because somebody's coming from the diaspora, maybe they will have a better leverage in bringing their ideas in to make it work. But they still need the leadership of this country to willingly help them make it work.
Very good.
One. Number two, what our biggest resources isn't beneath our feet. That is the problem that has kept us down as a country and as a continent. Our biggest resources is in our brain. That is why a white collar person will use the brain, come here and bobo you in one way and take your human being and give you alcohol.
Exactly.
And they will sell, we're selling ourselves. So we must now raise a new generation of young people that will use our brain to turn what is beneath our feet into bring money for us.
Right. That's
Excuse
right.
me. I can tell you that
Brain,
we
very
use our
important.
brain. Because if we didn't
Intellectual
use our
property.
brain, he would not excel in America. Listen.
Where are we?
Enabling
Listen.
environment.
You have power.
We
Enabling
not.
environment.
See your roads. Where's your
listen.
brain?
We use our brain.
Okay, you do power.
I'm saying we
have
use our
electricity
brain. I am saying do not. I will give you Nkrumah as an example.
Right.
Nkrumah, what he did with
That's a
cocoa,
different
he
generation,
bought
my
all the
friend.
cocoa in all the West African countries, and then he now kept them because he knew that Oyinbo man could not do without
Chocolate.
chocolate. And what did they do? There was a coup against they used his own black people
to
against do the coup against him.
That's right.
And then
okay,
drove him out
with
his,
United.
with his intelligence.
Let's take this call.
Lumumba, Lumumba, when you say Sankara, don't tell me. Don't ever exonerate Western influence.
I think Camille has actually. I think Camille has actually put everything together. We must have that blend.
That's right.
We must find that middle.
That's why you must know your
middle ground. That's
find that middle ground.
Know where we're coming from.
Thank you. That is what I'm saying.
So we can know where we're going.
Before you must know where you're coming from. Before you know where you're going to.
That's
right.
right.
If you don't know your history, if you keep on talking ignorantly, you will not go forward.
We're not going.
As a people.
Let's take this call. Thanks for calling. Are you there?
Passionate.
Good morning.
Morning. Please go ahead.
Morning, Mariah. Morning to the people there.
Yes.
Yes. See, I think this thing we are discussing, it starts from us.
Yes.
Because we personally, we don't promote our local content, as in we don't promote local ideas. Yeah. When we see someone as a foreigner that comes into the state, we believe the person is more superior and we prioritize the person above the local people here. Meanwhile, the local people here have greater ideas that could be productive than the people that comes from there. Like you people, I think if you should see an upcoming singer or an upcoming entertainer or an artist that you think is very talented, it doesn't take anything just to pull the guy up, rather than waiting for someone that has been there. Because without you having a background, you can never move forward in this country. If you don't have a strong person that will draw you up.
Thank you very much for that. Let me come back to our guest so that we can round up. Camille, I know you're very good in networking, and you've been able to put together a list of Africans who are doing great things abroad.
That's right.
Now,
around the world.
Around the world.
Local and inside Africa and outside Africa.
How do we bring them together under one roof?
That's right.
And have them talk.
Interaction.
Network.
So networking is the key to success. Because there is no success you can maintain and sustain by yourself. You need people. Yeah. So our goal is to get our nation where we all desire for Nigeria to be. Now, to do that, it will take a collective effort, both local and international, to come together and uplift the continent. So what we've done with the global list is to identify your counterpart. Like, who's your counterpart in the diaspora? In 54 African countries or 19 diaspora countries who are doing what you do.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Exactly, Whoopi on the View. Exactly, right? Those are your counterparts in the diaspora, but now it's under 40. The idea is when we bring you all together and tell you, do one thing for Mama Africa to uplift Mama Africa, now that's where we get where we're going. Earlier, you talked about an $80 million investment that came in from Irish. The point is, investment is good. It's good for the business. Injection makes them expand their business, but it is who is investing. So with this group, what we have is capacity of people who have both intellectual and money who can now start investing locally. So it is that collaboration. You know, they say it takes teamwork to make the dream work. Now, we need to build that team.
I love that.
We need to build that team. And in a way, you know, the West...
That's what MIPAD is doing.
And that's what we're doing. And, you know, the West is distracted right now. They're dealing with terrorism. And I think this is our time where they're not focusing on us to kind of get ourselves together and do something positive.
Thanks.
Okay. Aya Salao says, please, what is Camille's Twitter handle? Kike says, very solid points YK made, we have been taken advantage of for too long. Kule says, until the philosophy which makes one tribe superior and untouchable and another inferior in Nigeria is discredited, there can't be peace.
Mulberry says, wow, I have never seen you ladies so fired up about a topic that has nothing to do directly with women. Great show.
Ortega says, collective effort is important. Openness in Nigeria, African government is a vital part of achieving a greater Africa. Good morning, everyone, says Michael Ajewole. Many Nigerian youth are jobless and most of them are first-class graduates. It's not right. And Oludari, the last one, says, no enabling government policies.
Very important.
So I think the Vice President is working assiduously on that to ensure that businesses is easier for businesses to open
Ease
the
of doing business.
Ease of doing business.
In Nigeria, the index has to go up.
So a young Nigerian out there who doesn't have a job should look out for this event, hopefully, and participate and see what you can learn from other Nigerians who are doing great stuff and see how they can help you put together a roadmap.
If I had a message for young Nigerians, here's what I would say. It is about developing yourself, your God-given talent. Develop yourself and look at what you can contribute, not what you can get, but what you can give. And in giving, that's when the receiving will begin.
Gotcha.
Right? So it's very important that, you know, we move away from a culture of get, rather than give that God-given talent that you have for the greater development.
Just turning my head.
I can tone it down if you want me to.
So if you're good at making clothes, make clothes.
Be the best at it. That is what we
clothes for
need.
free for
You know, the problem is not just trying to solve it from just the top.
Yeah.
It is also a bottom-up approach.
Yeah.
Excellence. Let's start building center of excellences in everything that we do, and collectively, that is what we're all.
Okay, we have to round up. Thank you very much, Camille.
It was a pleasure being here.
Don't build a house that will collapse.
That's right.
That's all we can take on the show today. Join us again tomorrow for another conversation. It's Thursday tomorrow, right? So we're going to be gisting all the way.
In fact, can you come back tomorrow?
Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You guys are fired up. I love it. Bye.
Thank you.